Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope your day is going well. Welcome back to Shaun Does FM. Today we start our ISPS Handa Premiership season. We are taking on the Phoenix Reserves. Was going to be 2 games, Auckland City as well, but because I've had a busy day at work and it's been a few days since the last video on the channel, I really only have time for the Phoenix Reserve game, so we'll do Auckland City next time. The other games I'm looking to do for this first half of the season will be against Team Wellington and Hawke's Bay in a derby. But what we need to do in the meantime is catch you guys up on a little bit of business in the 2 months since you've last seen me in game, because I was under the impression that the registration window had closed back in early September, but it turns out both that and the transfer window didn't close until mid-October. So we'll catch you guys up on the squad a little bit. Transfer-wise, we had time for Diogo Rodriguez to come in. We brought him up in the last episode. Right back and right winger, he will start where Caden Atkins would have. Good option, adds overall quality to the squad. We'll skip the guys who are under 20 players. Tony Fleming, we figured out in squad registration that Australians and Cook Islanders counted as local players, and we're only allowed 8 foreign players this season. So we signed him up. Unfortunately, he played 1 friendly for us and got injured in it. So he is not registered for the first half of the season. He is due to be back for the second half of the season. He will provide good cover on the wings and up front for us. John Mwangi is another player who joined us from Australia, plays the same position as Tony Fleming. He is fit and he's been bagging in lots of goals in the friendly games, so we will keep an eye on him. If our striker, if Matthew Palmer, that's the guy, if he doesn't fire, then we have options. Matthew Palmer does have a good under 20 record, just a little bit worried about his acceleration and agility and his pace. Hopefully he'll be okay with us. He's a big lad, so he might be a bit more use in the air. Mati Eli is another guy who's come into the first team, centre midfielder, good backup option, a very good one. In fact, he replaces McKechnie, who has gone down to the Bs, adding good squad depth, very determined, good jumping reach, natural fitness. He will fit in nicely off the bench and when we have injuries. And the other first team player is Beckham Sunderland. As I mentioned in the last episode, we didn't really have good quality backup in goal. This guy definitely provides it. He's a steal on a non-contract, I believe. 3.5 stars. He is rated higher in stars than Connor Tracy is in goal, but sweeper keeper wise, if we can compare the two, you will see that Connor Tracy does actually have an edge in most areas, to the point where when I added up it was something like 20 points. So Connor Tracy will keep the starting position, but Beckham Sunderland is a more than useful backup. In terms of the outs, a lot of them have been players from the under-20s, not very useful. The only player that I was a bit disappointed in letting go on a free was Logan Windleburn. He went on a free to Waitaka United. He looked like he might have a bit of future at the club, but he's left us and we couldn't do much about that. Apart from that, to keep us within the wage budget, all we've been doing, as you can see, we're only $20 in. We have let go of players on wages in the B team and in the under-20s because didn't want to waste wages down there really. So that sums up what's happened in the meantime. We'll go through the squad before we play this game. Here's our B team. Gilbert went down to make place for Sunderland in goal. Davidson was one of the other players who dropped out. We had a bit of cover at left back, and McKechnie, as I mentioned, was the other. It says he's a left back. He was more of a centre mid, and Illy came in for him. So that is about what we need to get you guys caught up on. And we'll now get cracking for this first game of the season. Actually, we will do a season preview, because what we did with those transfers is we became favourites for the league. I'm not sure if that's a fair reflection. We've now only got 1 player in the Dream 11, Toby Rees. Connor Tracy's been kicked out by Paulson from Eastern Suburbs Goal, who does look like a really good player. I'm actually quite interested in him, but can't get him at the moment. But I'm guessing due to squad depth, we are the favourites. And if we go to the schedule, not long ago we did play Auckland City just in a friendly, just because I was curious to see how we lined up against them. And we bet them 4-1 at home. It was actually a good performance. We'll go to the match. As you can see, we did outplay them. So that bodes well. It was about, I'm guessing it was the best teams from both sides. We had about 8 of our players from the media best 11 starting. They had about 6. Sometimes those media best 11s aren't entirely correct though. So I think that's a fair reflection. So I think we've strengthened the squad, and it is a good squad, so we should be challenging for the title, which will be good. We want to qualify for the Champions League straight out of the league positions. Of course, there's an actual playoff to win the title here, but we really do need to start the season well. We probably can't win the title at the start of the season, but we can certainly lose it. Only 14 games in this league season here in New Zealand. And once we get to January, our focus will turn to the Champions League. Once that starts, of course, with this being a Hexagon challenge, that is the main aim. So we'll get into this game now. We are outsiders for this game, which is interesting. I'm not exactly sure why. Just having a look at this expected Phoenix 11. Luke De Vere I am aware of. He's played quite a few games for the Phoenix. You can see down there, 52 games, 1 goal. Getting on a bit now, but solid player. He's got 1 cap for Australia, so he's going to be dangerous. So our starting 11 for today, we've got Connor Tracy in goals. I said Diogo Rodriguez comes in on that right wing. Rogerson and Gray as centre backs. Both of those guys dangerous in the air. Rafael Floro isn't rated as one of our best left backs when you look at the squad comparison. He's down in 8th, they reckon. I think he's definitely our best player in that position. We probably could improve that area in the future. Hopefully we can get a fee for Floro though, because he is worth about 20k and we do need the money. Strong, Rees, Brundle, our 3 strong midfielders that we bought in over the transfer window, or at least Rees and Brundle we did. Stewart and Al Khaleesi on the wings, good players, and Palmer up top. As I said, if Palmer doesn't fire, we could put Stewart in that role and bring Mwangi on either up front or on the wing. He can cover both of those positions. On the bench, Jorge Akers is going to be our left back cover mainly, but can also go up front or on the wing. Good versatility. Caden Atkins can cover right back and centre back. Dino Bodica and Matei Ili for the midfield. Lamb and Barrett for the wings, as well as Mwangi for the wing and striker. So we've got some good depth there. We've got all our positions covered and we're ready to go. The other thing that was actually worth mentioning is that we're currently in the process of a board takeover. Now, it's not a tycoon takeover, so don't expect much, but hopefully we might be able to get a little bit of finance added to the club, because at the moment we are in pretty bad debt. So it would be nice to get a bit of extra money in. Our goalkeeping coach actually is the person who owns the club, and he was looking to flick it on to someone else. Perhaps not this season, but next season was what I was under the impression when I signed the contract here. But it might happen now. Of course, it came through right when the transfer window closed, which was extremely useful. But we'll see how that goes. Obviously, we're only about 2 months until the next transfer window anyway, so if something did happen, we could make the most of it there. We are going with a positive mentality here. We could switch to balanced. I think we're the stronger team here based on pre-season reports. We've had a good pre-season. Everyone's familiar with the tactic now. I think these boys are ready to go in our first game. We will try and pump the boys up. This could go interestingly. First team talk. Most of them motivated. We'll see how we get on. We are in the blue, which is what we'd be wearing in real life if we were Hamilton, and the Phoenix have the uniforms in the game. They are in the yellow. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really not sure what to expect here. Michael Boxall's playing for them. Well, he's a decent player, but early on, and kick it straight to us. Right, 1 minute gone. We've got a corner here. Flora will deliver. I've been seeing these up. Hopefully something comes from them. And it hasn't, but Rees gets the ball deep. He runs it forward. Might look to whip something in here. Gets it to Rodriguez on the edge of the box. Strong now out just outside the box. Has a crack, but not a lot of heat on it. And Sims covers it comfortably. As we got another free kick here, Brundle will get it in. Palmer off the post. And some reason, I don't know who the striker or the player was there. He didn't go after it. I'm guessing he was offside, but that was a golden chance if he wasn't. Strong gets his head to the ball now from the corner and puts it wide, so we've got some good early pressure here. But 6 minutes gone and no goals yet, 0-0. Phoenix reserves here, 16 minutes gone. We've still been dominating the game, but no chances. As we win the ball back, and Rodriguez running down the flank. Good opportunity to put something in here. He gets it in. It's cleared. Rodriguez gets it back in for Rees. Back to Rodriguez. Strong. Rogerson. Gray. Now centre backs with the ball. Floro. And for Brundle. Nice ball for Al Khaleesi. Back out to Floro. Brundle. Some good position play here. Stewart puts it over the bar. Good play. But just off target. We're all over them here. Just need to make it count. Phoenix now for free kick. They whip it in and Tracy covers it nicely. 22 minutes gone. That's a nice ball from Tracy. Stewart now down the right wing and he is dangerous. Played in. Here we go. Al Khaleesi surely. 1-0. Lovely goal. Just how we want to start the season. These games against the Phoenix Reserves, Auckland City and Team Wellington are really important. As Canterbury United take a lead against Auckland City, they'll go down as upset. Those three teams are expected to be the ones that challenge us for the title, so any points we can pick up against these three teams are absolutely crucial. Great start, 1-0. As Sims for the Phoenix tries to clear it. He gets it out to McKenzie. Into Main. Looks like they might have a highlight here, the Phoenix. Hopefully it doesn't come to March. Rebois. Don't know if Tracy needed to save that, but he has. And I'm hoping that we can clear this. It does look dangerous though. Boxall. Palmer clears it, the striker. Useful getting back there. Morgan now for the Phoenix, and nothing comes from it. 32 minutes gone, 1-0. So, half time here. And as you can see, we are totally dominating this game. The boys liking that Caversham tactic. Obviously, 9 shots, 4 on target. The Phoenix haven't fired a shot yet. They had that brief period around the half-hour mark where they were down our end and got a corner, but really, they haven't done much. They're quite happy with how things are going here. Get to the dressing room. I'm trying to find the other fixtures because there's some interesting scores that are coming up. Notably, Waitakere are beating Team Wellington and Canterbury 2-1 up over Auckland. So those are some results that will put us in a good position. Tell them we've played well, but there's still room for improvement and there's a lot more to come as well, I think is the way to go here. Yeah, we'll stick to positive and hopefully the boys can see this home and we can get a nice start to the league season here. Right, we've got a throw in here. Brundle will launch it long. He's good at long throws. Palmer gets to it, but Sims hangs on to it. That's where Palmer could become quite useful for us this season. He is a big striker and off those long throws could be useful as we have another corner here. We are dominating this game. Floro Strong gets it on, gets his head to it, but just puts it over the bar. Boy, we have been good this game. We just need to be being a bit more clinical here. As we have the ball again, Rodriguez on that right flank. He tries to play us in Al Khaleesi, back to Palmer. Al Khaleesi, Brundle in here, off the post. Oh, that's twice we've had golden chances and we haven't been able to get to the rebounds. But boy, we are all over them here. Another throw in here, 70 minutes gone, Brundle. Hopefully Palmer can get to it. No, Sims will claim it. They have had a shot on target now, the Phoenix, but only the one, so we're still well and truly in control of this game as they intercept. Rodriguez, nice cover, keeps possession for us as Rees will play this. Some good passing here from us. We're holding the ball well. Stewart in the box. There's a goal. Abdullah Al Khaleesi, he got the winning goal in the Champions League final for this team last year, and he may have just sewn this game up. 2-0, a lot more comfortable now, and based on the run of play, we thoroughly deserve it. You can see some good play. Rees gets it to Stewart. He finds a way across. The Phoenix defence will be a bit disappointed there, I think. We'll find out who that is. Atkins could have done a bit better, but Al Khaleesi gets it, hits it to the left-hand side of the keeper. 2-0. We will make some changes. Strong is looking a little bit tired and complacent. I think we will bring Illy on for him, and we'll move Brundle into that CDM role, as that's one he can play. Right, another throw in here. Brundle takes it, launches it. Illy on the edge of the box. Here's a crack. Not a bad effort. Sims forced into a save, and it doesn't go out for a corner. 17 shots to 1, and Brundle with another throw in. It's a big loopy one. Sims will get to it. He's supposed to be good at long throws, so I'm hoping he doesn't keep looping those in, as the Phoenix gift us possession back there. And Stewart's now in the box. Oh, and just about curves that inside the post, but didn't. We'll just make a few changes here. I think we will take Rodriguez off, bring Atkins on. Solid debut for him. And who else is only going okay who's on the field? We'll put Stewart up top, and we'll do that sub where we bring Mwangi, sorry. And he can go on the left wing. So we'll see how that works. And another throw in as well. Brundle should be and is. Launches it. And Mwangi gets onto it. Khalees, Rees. Pinball Deluxe in the box there. But we can't put it in the back of the net. That's 20 shots to 1 now. Well on top. And I think this game is about to be wrapped up. And this might be the last couple of kicks here. And it is. Good start at Porritt Stadium. We have a party at the Porritt to start off the season. And we might be using that punchline a few more times. And Al Khaleesi, he got both goals. Nice double for him there. Didn't realise he got both goals, but thoroughly dominant performance there. As you can see, our XG pretty accurately represented. The Phoenix never really firing a shot against us today. 9 corners to 1. 2 off the woodwork, 2 half chances, no clear-cut chances. But a very good performance to start off our time here at Hamilton Wanderers. I'll tell the boys that was a good win. And everyone's happy. There we go. Just what we want. Some very interesting results in the other games there. Canberra United 3-1 over Auckland. They will not be happy with that. Hawke's Bay getting beaten 3-0 at home by Eastern Suburbs, and Team Wellington coming back against Waitara United from 1-0 down and then being denied an injury time. So in terms of our title contenders, we've started off well here, I think. Of course, things could change, and we'll keep an eye on what the big games become later in the season. With it only being a 14-game season, I'll bring those big games to you guys. But in that first half of the season, as I said, we'll probably stick to the Team Wellington and Auckland City games from here on out, as well as the derby against Hawke's Bay. And we'll see with that second half of the season what games stand out along with the Champions League. Now, attitude stunk today. We didn't look motivated in the slightest. That's harsh after a 2-0 win to start the season. Aiden's not invited to the party. Quite a few happy with Brundle and Al Khaleesi. So I think overall, our time here at Hamilton Wanderers has started well. So as I said, we will be back next time with that Auckland City game. Obviously, I did initially plan to bring you guys that game today, but with work, I've got home late. So sorry about that. But it is a long weekend coming up actually here in Nelson in New Zealand. So I will hopefully be uploading a bit more this weekend to make up for the lack of uploads during the week due to the transfer window and off-season being long here in New Zealand. And we will come back for the Auckland City game. And I will show you too the club information to let you know about the board takeover. There you can see the finances are insecure. So hopefully the new owner does bring a bit of cash in with him. But that will do for now. A good start to our season here. Equal first. Just the goal difference letting us down, but I hope we can make that up. Auckland City next. Big game. Hopefully we can pile the misery on them. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any constructive criticism, let me know. Obviously today's video was a bit rushed, but if you do enjoy these one game episodes more than the longer episodes that we've been putting out, then do let me know. But for now, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.